Snovian, or Snovio in general, is all about lead generation. They're all about lead generation, email addresses, and all of that, right? And so they have two pieces, and I want to talk about both of them because Snovian Space is something that is about, well, it's basically crypto payments between those who want contacts. So say somebody who wants to know about, let's say, biochemistry, and those who want to be contacted, which might be somebody who is a biochemist who is registered in the Snovian space as a Snovian, and so therefore can be contacted. Just a little side note, probably one of my favorite things about this page is they've got wicked JavaScript like all over the place. Makes some kind of fun animations, and I love this thing back here. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Snovian Space and Snovio, and I want to talk about the things that I like about it and some concerns that I have. And so let's just jump right in. So, Snovian Space. Like I said, this is for being connected to, it's kind of like LinkedIn for cryptocurrency, but with cryptocurrency on the blockchain. So you got this guy, we'll call him James. James has a budget of $29 or 29 Snow, right? And he's looking for token sale advisors. There are, let's say, these 3 Snovians receive a message from him. Because they are registered as Snovians, they receive a message, and when they do, they receive, you'll see it appear down here somewhere. There it is. Little icons. They'll receive some Snov tokens because they're participating in letting him contact them. So instead of just being spammed, they actually are receiving some money for it. Also, this is kind of similar to, the way LinkedIn works. If I wanted to connect with token sale advisors or something like that, let's say this was me, I would go to LinkedIn and I would run an ad and I would pay LinkedIn, let's say my budget was $5 a day. I would pay LinkedIn $5 a day, and these people would see ads related to my token sale, related to my request for advisors, stuff like that. And so the whole premise of Snovian Space is that I can pay people, or rather you can be paid for your expertise instead of LinkedIn being paid for your expertise. So that's pretty cool because really on LinkedIn the whole idea is you're not getting paid, you're benefiting because you are getting connected with this opportunity here. And so that's kind of your benefit of being on LinkedIn. That's your payment, right? That you even were connected to it at all. Whereas Snovian Space is trying to allow you to get paid for it. So that's a cool idea. I do like that part. Perfect token airdrop tool. Let's see here. Initial focus is on the blockchain industry. They will have like I said, a paid messaging service in a method that is highly desirable to blockchain enthusiasts because they can utilize either Snow or other ERC20 tokens. Now, I believe what I read in the white paper is that the ERC20 tokens have to be in airdrop, so you're probably not going to get, you're not going to get, for example, Tron, that's not in airdrop right now, but is technically for the next, month and a half still in airdrop, or an ERC20 token. You wouldn't get a Tron token, you would get some new ERC20 token that is in an airdrop stage right now. Oh, let's see here. LinkedIn uses shared connections, whereas Snovian Space connects you with people directly. Businesses will pay the users when they want to contact them, and then you get rewarded for your data. So they use, so since they're post ICO, if a token is post ICO, they will be offering you they'll be offering Snov tokens as opposed to offering their own tokens, because their own tokens, that would be done through airdrop, like I said. Okay, earn crypto. Okay, so yeah, here, this is what it's saying is you can earn crypto because you're publishing your skill set. And so if somebody wants to reach out to you because you are an accomplished biochemist or an accomplished basket weaver or a ski jumper, whatever, then you can get money from them. If you want, you can pitch your idea because you can be the business side of it, looking for people who have expertise. This talks about how it's decentralized. Yeah, sure, it's decentralized. They say because Snovian Space is linked in on the blockchain, platform powered by smart contracts, which ensures value is being distributed among Snovians, transparent transactions, and no manipulation with pricing plans. So that's fine. I think that calling it a decentralized solution is fine because I guess it's true because Snovian isn't doing the recruiting, but maybe I wouldn't overplay it. Snovian Space will not control payments directly. Payments made via MetaMask and similar Ethereum wallets will be used. And you can buy credit tokens with credit. Let's see here. Fair trade. You can create a custom target audience. When they think they found a fit they want to contact, they would set out a reward for users whom it wants to contact. So you would get that email saying, hey, if you'll play our game, we'll give you 5 tokens. We'll give you 500 tokens, however many it is. So it's a fair, direct incentive. That's the whole idea behind Snovian Space is essentially you can be paid by a recruiter for talking to them instead of just being recruited. GDPR compliant, which is kind of a big deal right now. It's on everybody's mind. Snovians, okay, so this is important. This is important especially for its contrast with Snovio, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. So Snovians are paid directly with the tokens. Let's see here. Great marketing opportunities for startups and ICOs build community base without having to negotiate restrictive crypto advertising policies. That actually isn't related to paid plans at all. Okay, this video, it's a fine video if you want to watch it, but I pretty much told you everything this guy says in the video, except I'm not that bummed. Let's see here. Screenshots, you already saw them. They have a pretty big team. They're pretty much, I think this coin is based in Russia. You'll see that. I think pretty much everybody on here is Russian, for whatever that's worth. A lot of tokens, a lot of ICOs have come out of Russia or Eastern Europe in general, I think. So the ICO is over, as you can tell, because we looked at the chart. Frequently asked questions. Okay, so they had a roadmap. How did I miss the roadmap? Okay, I guess they don't. I guess the roadmap must be on the page. Let's see. Maybe oh, alright. The roadmap's here on Snovio. So, Snovio is a totally different story, and I want to compare and contrast them. So, they are the same company, but Snovian Space is, as you can see here, I'm highlighting it, is part of Snovio. So, Snovian Space seems pretty legit as long as they can get enough people signed up for it. And like I said, they have about 30,000 signed up already, and according to their roadmap, which is down here just a little bit, they are planning to launch. Oh, let's see here. It's actually. Oh, here it is. They're planning to launch it here in Q2. I think it's supposed to be in May. So it's coming. It's coming very soon. And like I said, they're at 30,000 people. Ultimately, they'll want to get into. I'm sure they'll want to get into millions, as many as they can get to have people. But the other part of their business, and this is the original part of the business that's been around a little longer, is Snovio, which is. They say it's the world's first decentralized lead generation platform. And this is kind of where I start to get a little bit hesitant, a little reluctant. I have some concerns because they call it decentralized. Okay, so again, decentralized here, as I understand it, this is just me, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I a lead generation expert, but I have run some lead generation ads and things like that, so I consider myself to know a little bit. So I think what they're saying when they say that it's a decentralized platform, it just means that Snovio doesn't do the lead generation. It's somebody else doing the lead generation through Snovio, and then you can buy the list from them if you are wanting to buy contacts. So basically, you've heard of people buying lists of contacts, whether it's email addresses or phone numbers or whatever, for any sort of marketing. That is what Snovio does. That's what Snovio does. So, yeah, I got some videos here. You can watch those if you want. But this one's better because it's Skrilla King. Hey, if you're not on our Discord channel, you should be on the Discord channel. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, you should definitely like this video and you should subscribe. Okay, so let's see here. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. No, it's not difficult. Okay, so you can earn cash back in Snow tokens for purchases made with Snow partners, which is a cool thing. And then they talk here about lead sourcing. Okay, so I want to talk about lead sourcing. Let's jump over to their Twitter account real quick. So this is their Twitter page. And on their Twitter page, they talk about how they're getting involved with like Product Hunt. Remember I told you you can buy you can buy stuff and you get 3% back. So they have partners like Product Hunt, for example. But what I wanted to focus on is actually like their blog. So on their blog, they talk a little bit about how to find leads on Facebook. 3 quick ways. Wait a minute, what? Okay, so let's look at that one in just a second. And then they also talk about, where is it? There's another article right down here. Oh yeah, 3 ways to use Snovian. So, how to find leads on Facebook. And this just came out about 5 days ago. They point out that Facebook is big and you can pay for ads, which is true. Lots of people pay for ads. But you can't extract email addresses from somebody's Facebook account, and thank goodness for that. Otherwise, who knows how deep the Facebook scandal would be, deeper than it already is, if that's possible. So, what they go on to explain here, and you can read it if you, well, I'll read just a little bit. So, basically, what you do is you have automated tools and extensions from Snovio that will help you. So, you use things like Data Miner or Grouply, and you can generate lists of Facebook profile URLs from different Facebook sources. When you have that list ready, you generate leads out of them. So you use this data miner to pull together a bazillion web addresses of Facebook URLs, and then you use Snovio. You upload the list of all those URLs, and then the software generates the leads. In one way or another, and I don't totally understand how it does it, but it will figure out your first name, your last name, your company name, and your email address. I don't know if it exactly knows how to get your email address, but it can probably guess, it can say eric.postmaster@gmail.com, eric.postmaster@yahoo.com, ericpostmaster@gmail.com, until one of them works. And then it's a real address, right? So they have Facebook search using groups and using pages to create these huge lists of Facebook contacts. I'm not sure what you feel about that, but to me that sounds like they're creating lists that they can sell to that creates spam in the end. I hope I'm wrong, but that's a concern that I have, because I don't want to buy a token, even if it's through like Snovian Space, for example, which sounds more legit because I'm getting paid for the information that I'm serving up. But I don't really want to buy a token that is going to be strengthened so that it can help create spam. So I worry about that. And then Snovio, let's see, has another post here, using Snovio to make money. So basically, this is the decentralized, right here. This is the decentralized part. So decentralized basically means Snovio is a lead generation tool. The main idea is that Snovio users use it for lead generation because as a freelancer, you can generate highly targeted and verified leads using Snovio tools and then turn around and sell that list. So you can sell the email addresses, or you can create custom and lookalike audiences for Facebook and things like that. If any of you have ever used marketing tools on Facebook, you know exactly what this is. This is basically saying, I want to find men ages 35 to 45 who drive an Audi and who live in Brooklyn, New York. And then you can create a custom audience from those names, or you can create a lookalike audience of people who look just like them, and you can market to them. So if you're going to use something like Facebook to do such a thing, then that is pretty much legit. That's pretty legit. And all of these are white hat. All of these are totally legal. None of them are illegal. But they just seem a little bit like, it feels a little spammy. It feels a little spammy to me. I have a hard time with that. And so the way that that works is you have a Chrome extension. And so with this Chrome extension, you go into LinkedIn, you pull up a list of, you say people who are, let's say, in their IT directors, and it'll pull up this list of IT directors, and then you use the plugin to click their names, and then it will guess or somehow it'll use the algorithms that it has to pull out what it thinks email addresses are, the current email addresses, so that then you can create a list of people that you're going to email. And all of that is done through their Chrome extension. So like I said, I have a little bit of a problem with that because if you go to my LinkedIn account without me knowing and you pull my email address and then I magically start getting emails from people who want to sell me stuff I never asked for, that feels spammy. I don't really like that very much. So, is it legit? It is absolutely legitimate. Is it legal? It is absolutely legal. Do I like it? Not that part so much. But if you look at the ICO bench rating of their ICO, they do get fairly good ratings. Primarily because they have a good team. They have a good team with good experience, good vision, and, they're legally using tools that are available to them. In the end, I want to focus on Snovian Space because Snovian Space is something that is great. I personally would love to be paid by a recruiter who wants to get some knowledge or some information out of me just to have a conversation, just like we're seeing down here. I would be able to get money for, the things that I know about. You would be able to get paid for things that you know about. Or you'd be able to connect with highly motivated people to get answers to your questions using the Snov token. So all of that's pretty cool, and it will be branching out into new spaces. It's just starting right now in blockchain. And like I said, they're already up to 30,000 contacts. It's only starting in blockchain now, but it'll branch out to new areas. Comment below. I'd love to hear what you think about the token. Let me know what you think about this review. And hopefully we can talk some more in the Discord channel. Love to see you there, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.